Jack and I may make a decent amount of profit in the business, but we may not really want to take it out. Maybe we've made lots of profit in this entity within the group structure, but this group structure allows us to then take potentially some of those dividends or reserves kind of up the chain to kind of our holding structure and then back down the chain to invest into one of our new projects. What's the purpose of the general XP Holdings company when having separate SPVs for each project already separates them liability-wise? What other benefit does it have? And I have prepared a general overview of how our business is set up from an SPV perspective on the screen, which we've talked about in the past. The key ones, ignore some of what's above this, but the key ones are the green and blue elements down here, which is part of the XP group. So we have a group holdings company at the top of our chart. We have effectively a trading company and an investment company. And both of those sit under the group company. And then below the trading and investment company, we have loads of other companies, which are the SPVs, which are the special purpose vehicles, which are the individual projects that we deliver. So if we know that we're buying an office block and we're converting it to 20 flats, that will be bought in its own SPV. That SPV will be owned by probably our trading company as 100% shareholder. And that's the structure that we would run with. The question actually is only really angled from a legal liability perspective. So they're right in that from a legal perspective, if things were to go wrong in that SPV setup, it can be effectively shut down and it wouldn't affect the rest of the group. So from a legal perspective, you've got a bit of limited liability there and it's ring fenced within its own SPV and delivery project entity. Why we have this group structure, putting legals aside, there's lots of other aspects to this. Now, this isn't tax advice, speak to your own tax advisor, but from a group perspective, we have a lot more opportunity from a tax perspective to do things like share group losses. So if there's a loss over here, but you're making a shitload of profit over here, you can offset some of that loss across the group. This is all HMRC verified, a very typical way of structuring this type of thing. The legal side of it ring fences it in the SPV, but having the group structure of companies above it allows you to be a bit more creative with how you structure things from a tax perspective and also how you get money out of the business. So Jack and I may make a decent amount of profit in the business, but we may not really want to take it out. Maybe we've made lots of profit in this entity within the group structure, but this group structure allows us to then take potentially some of those dividends or reserves kind of up the chain to kind of our holding structure and then back down the chain to invest into one of our new projects or another project that might need money, for example. And we can loan those funds from the group structure down into the structure below. There are lots of benefits of setting up a sort of group structure like we've got. Speak to a tax accountant because everyone's individual position is different. So you'll have to get your own advice for sure. But that's how we do it. It gives us a lot of flexibility with how we operate.
If you got value from this video, make sure you click the subscribe button down below and ring the notification bell because we release one video at least every week, so be the first to get notified. See you on the next one.